It's AJ and Ryan on the AandRPodcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the AandRPodcast. I'm AJ.
And I'm Ryan.
Ryan, how many kids do you want? Quickly answer. Oh.
You ruined it. I was going to say let's get right into the news, but I'm glad I
Let's
didn't
get right into the news. Ryan, how many kids do you want? Answer quickly.
How many hammocks?
How many kids?
Oh. I think 2 is ideal.
I'm with
But
you. 2 or 0.
I'd say 3 is a max.
Yeah, so someone I know said they wanted 4, right?
Right.
And I was like, that's just car problems because like you can't get a normal sized car.
Yeah, and also, I think money problems as well, definitely.
More problems.
Yeah,
having
having a child is expensive, man. So I think if you have 4, unless
not if you don't come back with the milk. Hey. My 7 kids hate me. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, so there was a kid in my secondary school. He had 17 brothers and sisters.
17.
So the same mom and 4 different dads. So basically, she'd gone from being like 15 and having her first kid, which is horrifying, and basically just spending the whole of her life pregnant.
Bro, I assume they all obviously lived with different dads and that?
Yeah. So I think it was like
if they had to have 17 in one house, Jesus.
6 5, like it was like 6 5 4 3, like
4-4-2.
They could have a whole football team with subs. 18 kids, imagine that.
Bro, imagine if they were all sick at football as well.
Yeah, that'd be
create
class.
your own team.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't.
No, it was not worth.
But like,
it.
by the end, by that last baby, it must have come out like it was on a fucking water slide. She must have been so like used to it. She must be so like well planned.
Didn't even know she was pregnant. Just
dropped out.
Just dropped out.
Yeah, she just went for a shit one day, squeezed a bit too hard, and the baby popped out.
Didn't flush.
Anyway,
pardon?
I'm glad they didn't flush. Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry, it's just a random question because someone brought it up to me the other day, and they were like, "I want 4." I was like, "Oh, it's too many." I think 2 or 0. 0 is probably the preference.
How big's your freaking wallet, mate? Unless you get those child benefits, Come on.
Oh, you got
credit. Come on. I'm joking.
It's like hashtag not right.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think 0 is the ideal number. Like, don't have 1. If you have a kid, don't make that kid an only child.
Right. But what if it's not in your control? I.e.
What do you mean?
Well, i.e. you could have 1, plan to have another, but never actually have another.
Well then you can adopt.
Oh, so what you're saying, even if you can't have the second one, you've got to have a second one somehow.
Yeah, because do you know a normal only child?
No.
Yeah, because having a sibling, it gives such development in a child's life. Like, as much as you have a fucking go at them and you row with them, right? You learn a lot from your older sibling, and me and you, we both have older sisters.
That's true, and also,
you are actually their mate as well.
If you have 3, then you have middle child syndrome.
That's what you have.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count for me.
No, yeah, I guess.
I think that you got to be like close in age.
Yeah, because your brothers are like a lot younger. He's like 20 years younger than you. No, he's not that young, is he?
No, 16 years different.
16 years difference. Wait, he's 9.
No, is he?
7.
Yeah. Sorry.
That
sounds a bit.
Sorry.
Old.
Fuck it, I'm tired. That's bad maths from me. Jesus. I tell my employer that. Fucking hell, I'm gonna be sacked. He's 9.
And you've got access to their bank as well. That's worrying.
Yeah.
I meant to transfer 9 million, not
6 million.
Yeah.
7 million.
Shit.
Yeah. I feel like it's when they're like sort of 2 or 3 years apart. What's the age between you and your sister?
6 years.
Mine's the same.
Yours
It's
6.
5.5.
Yeah.
5.5.
I think that's a good age as well. Good age.
Yeah, because it's like to the point. It's to the point where it's not competitive.
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's not competitive, but like you can still get on with them.
And also, like, if you're a parent, like, if it's like 6 years roughly, one's at school, so you ain't got to deal with both of them at home all day. Just one of them.
Yeah, because it is weird that me and my sister didn't really cross over much in school. Like,
It would have been the same as me, where I probably went into your first year when they were leaving.
yeah, reception into year 6, and then when you go
Yeah.
to year 7, they're in sixth form.
Yeah.
When you're in sixth form, they're finishing uni. So it's
Yeah.
like,
So yeah, you don't cross paths. Do you reckon it'd be cool to have like a sibling in the same like year or whatever at school, or like the older? You've gone now I can't hear you, mate. What's happened? Oh, mate, we're having technical difficulties. As you think, did it fall out?
hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm really good friends with a girl who has a twin, and they said growing up in the same year was like amazing. They had loads of friends, and like people like the fact they were
Makes
twins.
it popular.
But I think that's because they're girls.
Right.
Boys, there's always like an innate competition.
Yeah. And I can
Because I've got girl sisters get along way better than boy brothers.
my mate at work
When they're younger.
He's a family of, well, he's got four other brothers, so there's 5 of them, but he was a triplet, so he had like 2 brothers in the same year as him.
Oh my
So
god, I
but
hate
like
that.
yeah, so that was like chaos, or if everyone would be in trouble at the same time.
Your parents have a favourite?
I don't know, not that I care or ask.
You're like, no, I care or ask. No, because I feel like if you have triplets, you physically can't have a favourite. Because, for example, if you have like a sibling who's like 5 or 6 years older, and back then women were allowed more time off work, they would naturally be closer to your mum.
Yeah.
If you have triplets, you spent the exact same amount of time on Earth with your parents. So if you have a fucking favourite, that's so bad.
But yeah, it must be mad. But the rarity of a triplet must be quite high, right?
I don't know any triplets.
I suppose it's
I know a few twins, but no triplets.
I wonder how much it kind of so like what the odds are for twins, and then it must like exponentially like just go up for triplets, I reckon.
Going to Google, do you want to guess?
Also,
Okay.
I know it doesn't like obviously depend on circumstances, but do you reckon like if you had to, you could share like live in the same room as like your sibling?
No. So triplets are
Answered.
Pardon?
Answered.
Yeah, yeah, like I wouldn't want to live in the same room as my sibling. 1 in 1,000.
That's not actually that high, is it? I wouldn't say that's high.
Yeah. 4,003. No, but when you put it as 4,300 sets of triplets in 3.9 million births, it kind of is high.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it's yeah, it's a bit more statistical. I don't know what I was going with that.
No.
Anyway, so Everton are on fire. They beat Brentford. Guess what else is on fire? iPhones are on fire.
Yes.
It's getting hot in here, so drop your phone.
Is it the new one, or is it a
iPhone 15. It's getting very hot in people's hands. Like, you know, when your laptop gets really
Yeah.
hot and it goes,
yeah?
like the fan goes, and it can't handle it.
And also, I think it's the iPhone 12. They were going to ban them in France or stop sale of them because apparently they emit too much radiation, like past the law or something like that.
You have some fucking mutant triplets
So, like,
with that close to balls.
But I don't know if they fixed it or not. That's mad. That is.
I mean, your phone, it will eventually start to heat up. The battery deteriorates. That happens with everything, right?
Yeah.
But a new phone, it's a bit sus from
I was gonna
Apple.
say,
I mean, I'll still
especially-
buy it.
Yeah, still spend £1,000 on it. But
Fuck Android. I'd rather burn my hand off than get Android.
yeah, but at least you know that they'll get recalled and you get a replacement.
Yeah, or they'll blow up and you die. But worth it. Worth it for the logo.
I know. Yeah, so I haven't had any. I've never experienced any issues with anything like that. Have you ever? Have you ever bought anything and it's had to be like recalled or kind of like, you've been sent a thing to say this has kind of been a known fault in this or whatever?
No, never. It's weird because I feel like a lot more people have said, "Oh, it's happened to me," but I don't actually know anyone personally who's had it happen either.
As in, like in general, or this specific thing.
In general, like with loads of the things that have been recorded, like when the Samsungs were blowing up and when Apple phones were like bending,
yeah,
I've never had anyone.
The Samsung Note.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's when the battery was all faulty.
Yeah, and weren't they banned in like you couldn't take them on a flight or something? I swear.
Yes, yeah, because of the lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah. That's mad. That is.
Apple are selling us a dream here, but I'm for it. I love Apple. Come on, hashtag Apple.
I'd spend £1,000 for that USB-C, mate.
Oh, bro, it's so nice. I mean, every other phone's been doing it for years, but it's nice on that. It's clean on an Apple phone.
It's so nice.
Because it had to do it twice. But now you can use the same charger for your iPhone as your iPad.
Yes.
As your MacBook.
Yes.
As your new AirPods. As your AirPods Pro. As your everything.
Yes. It's all. The ecosystem is fully.
It's eco.
It's like Xodia's body parts have all come together.
Oh, don't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. We got 2 gassed on the last podcast. I listened to it back. I was like, oh, I'm so happy we've had sex because no one would want to sleep with us after this.
So. Maybe all of the times you have just doesn't count now.
It reverts.
Yeah, it is reverted back to 0. or minus
0. We have to give some back. Yeah. It's like tax.
Yeah.
Virgin tax.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one more thing to talk about. Unless you've got anything in between to talk about.
Doesn't Max could win the championship in a few more races? Something like he could win it by Singapore? Is that right? Is that right?
Singapore happened 2 races ago, but
oh shit, no.
Qatar.
Let's see. I saw something where basically he could win it very, very soon.
He can win it on Saturday.
Yeah,
he can win the championship on a Saturday.
And when does the season end? December.
November.
Yeah. Okay.
End of November.
Oh mate, so 2 months. That's insane. And hasn't he already run the constructors championship?
Well, yeah, Red Bull have won the constructors. The thing is, I just knew it was going to happen.
Oh, well, everyone did.
And like, I'm gassed, right? But it doesn't feel as good as last season.
It's not good.
Because last season, everyone was like, oh, BW 2021 was a fluke. It's going to get smashed. And then, when he turned it to that higher gear, started smashing up everyone, I was gassed. I was like, but this season, everyone was like, oh, he's sick, he's going to win. But whenever he expects you to win, you don't really care that much.
Nah.
It's more when you piss people off. Because this year, people, like in the group chat last year, people were raging when I was pissing them off. I was loving it. It fueled me. But this season, everyone's like, Max drove well. It's not really the same as everyone being fucking livid with me.
Do you think anything needs to change to make it more competitive or just keep it as it is?
F1 has been a dominant sport for the past 13, 14 years.
No one was complaining when Lewis was in it.
No, but no one was complaining when Vettel was winning. Do you know what it is? It's these Drive to Survive people who've watched the sport and they think, oh, every minute has to be drama. Because people don't complain about football when Man City win every game.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit annoying, but the thing is, I expect them to win though now. Like you do in Max, I expect Man City to win before they've even won.
Well, exactly, but what it's entertaining when Max doesn't win because it's fluky. If Max didn't win every week, then it's not fluky. It would just be a boring season. Because of the opposite thing of if every race is amazing, no race is amazing. People's expectations are too high, and they want every race to be filled with drama.
Oh yeah.
The sport is not. The sport is 50% driving, 50% engineering. If one team engineers better than the other, they win. That's the rule, and it has been forever. So there should be regulations put in to screw any other team. What they should do is develop their car to be better than Red Bull's.
And breathe.
Sorry, mate. You just really pissed me off. You know I don't like to talk about this stuff.
Ooh, touchy.
Anyway, speaking of teams that should be doing well, Chelsea. Oh, fucking terrible.
So Leicester City obviously are in a different championship.
I know. Go on, say it. I know. Go on, say it.
Leicester City have won more games than Chelsea in the Premier League this year.
And they have been in the championship half of it.
Yeah, that's mad.
And Leicester got relegated. That is crazy.
Yeah.
If the Premier League season started in if it ran year to year, so it ran January 1st to December 31st every year, Chelsea would be relegated.
They're in relegation form, definitely.
Okay, so it's bad because
Sorry, United.
Everton. Everton are 1 point behind them.
I don't know, and I just think it's. I have no words. I just can't believe that they're that bad. I don't know what even is the problem. Is it just because they've got it's not even because they've got a brand new team. They've had this team for a while now.
Yeah,
I just don't know what it is. Is it just their luck? Is it just that none of them can play? I don't know. It's like United as well. I know they're doing a bit better than Chelsea, but
only slightly. The thing is,
exactly,
right? Okay, let me put it into perspective for you, right? Right. I'm going to put this into the biggest perspective in the world because, United got very, very lucky to win against Burnley.
They did.
If United did not win against Burnley, they would be in 13th. That is 1 point ahead of Chelsea, who are in 14th.
It's mad.
And my club, who is arguably one of the worst clubs in the league, is 1 point behind Chelsea. So if Everton won next week and Chelsea and United didn't, Everton would be above both of them. And we are terrible. This is the worst I've ever seen my football club perform. It is honestly horrendous, and we are 1 point behind a club who has spent £1 billion since their new owner has come in. That is mad to me. Look, I know I say money doesn't buy football, and this is why people who say, "Oh, Man City bought the league," right? Money doesn't equal skill. Money doesn't equal talent. Money doesn't equal knowing who to buy.
Yeah, not necessarily. It's true.
Because if you think about it, Man City and Liverpool, right? They're top of the league at the moment. Man City spent a lot of money, bought the right players, invested right, and they keep rotating their squad. That is why they are I'm saying in the top 3 greatest sides to ever play the game. That treble winning team, right? And Liverpool may not have spent as much money in this current football climate, but because of their talent acquisition, they're doing well. And look at Brighton. Brighton, 3rd in the league. Beautiful.
Brighton have really come on. The thing is, Brighton all of a sudden it's just come out of nowhere, just a switch. All of a sudden they're and Newcastle. I'm
in love with the way Brighton play football. That Newcastle smashed up Sheffield.
Oh no, Sheffield.
Or Sheffield.
Sheffield. But as obviously Newcastle have been obviously good for a few seasons, but they've really especially last season. But they've really turned it they're contenders now. Put it up. I mean, no one's really a contender against Man City, but they're top 5.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad.
I mean, they're doing insanely. We're playing people off the park.
It's mad.
Right. Feels like a good place to end up. So before we do, we have our week 7 headline of the week. If you don't know what headline of the week is, week 7. I find a headline old or new, and me and Ryan
have a little talk about.
So in this week's headline of the week, entitled bride blasted for embarrassing guests over cheap wedding gifts. Oh, sorry. 2 seconds. My bet is coming in.
Coming in live.
It's a cheeky little 6-fold acca. 3 of my teams are up within 20 minutes.
Did you put a fiver on?
Tenner on. So £250 return. So it's
that's-
looking a little.
That wouldn't be worth it to
Pardon?
put a fiver on there, would it?
You get 125. It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, entitled blind blasted for embarrassing guests over cheap wedding gifts. Wedding gift etiquette is very different around the world, with lots of couples choosing to forego a list. And instead asking for contribution towards their honeymoon, and some not expecting anything. It's no wonder that people have been left fuming after one entitled bride decided to out her wedding guests online by showing how much they'd gifted on her big day. It resurfaced in the resurfaced clip, which has been shared on social media. This disgruntled woman explained how she sent a very passive-aggressive email to her guests. So, she sent a big fuck you email to 8 people who came to our wedding, including the best man and groomsman, giving us $50 gift card as a gift. That's £6.50 per person. So they split it between them. I think that's okay. I don't think out them, right? But I think, right, if I'm your best man,
Yeah.
and I'm like, groomsman, let's split a $50 gift card between the 6 of us. Yes, it seems like a great idea. Shoot me. I've lost all touch of being a good friend.
Yeah, I think depending on obviously, if it was for one person, I'd be like, that's fine. But 6 of them is a bit that's a bit low. But obviously, I wouldn't also want to be that person. Be like, nah, why would you? I think I'd just be grateful for anything. You know what I mean?
No, but like, I think it really depends on the person. Because for your wedding, right? If you and Ivani, right, invite me to your wedding and I split a fucking gift card, I can imagine you two going home and be like, fucking AJ,
it does
giving us this shit.
It does also show, like, if it's obviously like the person who split it, like, who's obviously thought of the idea, okay, fair, not so bad on him, but everyone else, it just shows that they've been also a bit lazy not to put any effort in to actually think of something themselves. They should have been like, take the easy route of, let's just split a gift card, mate.
Yeah, no,
but like that's
that.
but
I think I wouldn't call people out on it. I'm with you. I wouldn't call.
But I'd be like,
I'd be fucked up.
Could have. And I would have rather.
Because if you and the boys,
yeah,
if you and the boys like gift card, I'm like, fuck off, Ryan. Come on, like we're not children.
I think it's more the effort rather than the value.
Yeah,
if someone had made
a
something,
gift card
it'd
as
be
well.
different. Or like, it didn't cost anything, but like really thought about it, then it'd be different.
If you hand make me a card,
But
the only thing I'll think about
John
is
Lewis
ramming my.
for everyone chipped in £6.50. It'd be like, Jesus.
Would you rather me paint you a pretty picture to hang on your wall, or me give you a £3,000 John Lewis voucher?
£3,000 John Lewis voucher, mate. Take that in.
You selfish prick! Imagine. Anyway, I feel like this is the best to end of the episode. So I want to thank you guys at home for listening. I've been AJ.
I've been Ryan.
See ya.
Sue.
All right, we're gonna.